Today we're back to talk about SportONE, Athlete with Purpose. We're here with Michael Lito. Michael, for our viewers who haven't caught a segment we aired a few months ago, give us an overview about what Athlete with Purpose is all about.
Well, AWP is a Christian-based sports performance company that focuses on developing athletes physically, mentally, and spiritually. More of a holistic approach to developing athletes. And right now, we're just rewarding athletes in the area or throughout our company that trains here that exemplify all those things. We're basing it on those that live by hitting a couple qualities, and those qualities would be servant leadership. They obviously have to be an athlete, community service, and their faith.
Now, how do people get initially involved with your program? What's the process?
Well, the process is, obviously we have a pretty good brand in the community. People know about who we are, but mainly it's through athletic training. We do a lot of speed training. We like to think we're the only true sports performance company in the area specializing in speed, strength, injury prevention, sports functional training, all those things for athletes. We also do high-level training for adults throughout the day as well. And so people come in through our website, calling us at our office number at 260-387-6223. And they come in, and then through that, we begin to focus on more of the ministry aspect of what we're about through ending all of our training sessions in prayer. We have a purpose calls on Sunday night where we have a life coach that talks about living a purposeful life for athletes. And so that's when they really get connected to what we're all about.
Now, how did it all come about? What was the progression of creating this group?
Well, it was something that God put on my heart a long time ago, and then I got with my partner, Brian Bossier, who's a co-founder with me and serves as the Chief Performance Officer, and I serve as the CEO. And Brian and I really started doing small speed camps, and then we started doing strength camps in the winter, and began to seek out an investor, and we partnered with SportONE here in town, which is a gracious investor for us and good partners, and we're building on that relationship, and our goal is to take this vision across the country, starting in the Midwest.
Now, what kind of age bracket does one need to be in to start with your group?
Well, we try to start with young athletes starting at the age of 9 years old. 9 to 11 is kind of our youth market, and then 14 years old, going up all the way to 18. And like DaMarcus Ganaway that you're going to meet this evening, that is going to be our SportONE Athlete with Purpose of the Month, is going to be he's a special person. Marcus is going to go into the NFL this year as a receiver from Kentucky and Wesleyan College, Division II school, and I think he's going to be a big sleeper, and he's a part of our pre-NFL combine. We have 2 guys right now, another guy named McQuell Lewis from Ball State that's also training with DaMarcus for the NFL, and we have a couple pro baseball players. So, it's a thing of where, from the 9 years up to 18, yeah, that's for the kids, the student athletes, but we're also working professional athletes as well.
Well, what's your website where people can get more information?
It's www.awpsportsperformance.com.
Well, let's go meet January's Athlete with Purpose. And I'm here to introduce you to SportONE's Athlete with a Purpose of January, DaMarcus Ganaway. Welcome, DaMarcus.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Well, tell our viewers a little bit about your background. You're a local guy.
Yes, sir. I'm actually from Fort Wayne, Indiana, and I started football here in the Metro League, actually, when I was about 6 years old. Played 3 sports, basketball, football, and baseball. And as I grew up, I kept playing those sports. My parents kept me into that to stay out of trouble. And once I got to high school, I actually chose to just stick with football strictly. And from there, I went to Snyder freshman and sophomore year, and then I moved to Indianapolis, actually. Went to Ben Davis High School in Indianapolis and graduated from there, and actually got a chance to further playing football scholarship at Division II school called Kentucky Wesleyan College.
Now, what position do you play?
Wide receiver.
Were you always a wide receiver, or did you play different parts when you were playing football when you were younger?
When I was younger, I started off playing a little safety, wide receiver. Mainly, I always loved catching the ball. My stepdad was a wide receiver. He got me into catching the ball a lot, and I loved it. So, and scoring touchdowns are actually what made me want to stick with wide receiver.
Now, what attracted you to the Athletes with Purpose program?
I heard of Athletes with Purpose through my agent, Mr. Eugene Parker. He's well known around here, and with Mike Lito, they have a great connection. So he told me about this program, that they were up and coming and they were going to be really successful in the future. So I took his advice, and I've been here for a few weeks now, and it's one of the best decisions I've made, I believe.
Now, what are you finding some of the benefits are? Obviously, the focus is both, it's faith-based, it's community service, it's leadership. What of those qualities, or what not of all those qualities, do you find in yourself?
Faith-based was one of the things that actually sold me on coming to AWP. When I talked to Mr. Lito, actually, he told me a lot about the company, but then he started going on about developing me as a man and character and being more faith-based and leadership-type qualities.
Now, for any young athletes out there, to me, what's impressed me about this program is it doesn't just focus on, let's make the big money as an athlete. It's about giving back to the community as well and finding use of your faith to find inner strength and giving to others, right?
Yes, sir. They here at AWP, they actually sponsor a little thing they call on Sunday nights purpose calls, and I thought that was really neat. They have a guest speaker on there. Like last night, it was a guy named Lamorris Crawford, and I believe he's a life coach and everything in that area. And they talk about getting you in God and being a great character and other things like that. And I think that's one of the great things that I hope the young guys, if they learn that now and keep progressing with their faith and with sports, the sky's the limit.
Because we see so much with these, athletes that make a lot of money, they get themselves into trouble, and if they have a more solid base in life to begin with, you can probably avoid some of those issues later in life once you get all the bling coming down the road, right?
Absolutely. Because I believe that with all the money comes a lot of problems, and if the kids aren't in faith and they don't have any guidance, here in AWP they teach a little leadership and everything and guidance and everything, so that will help them later on.
Now, we got to get a little shout out to your parents, I would think, because it appears to me they raised a great young man.
Oh, yeah.
Now, what would you say to young athletes out there about getting their focus straight?
To the young athletes out there, anything is possible. Here at AWP, you come here and they'll really work you, but they'll work your heart, teach you to be a better man and focus.
And what's down the road for you, DaMarcus? What are you looking forward to?
A career in the NFL. I don't want to just get picked up and play. I want to make it a career and have a great life for me and my family.
Well, congratulations, DaMarcus Ganaway, January's SportONE Athlete with Purpose.